Hey Siri.
Go ahead.
Play the MRA podcast with Kyle and Kamal.
Okay, here's the MRA podcast with Kyla and Kamal.
This is the Male Rights Activist podcast with Kyle and Kamal.
What up?
Where we focus on relationships, sports, and pop culture from a mannish point of view. We've got a great show for them today, Kamal.
Yes, we do.
We got a lot of topics, man. We talked about almost everything. Not almost everything, but a lot of things. Dan Gaspry responds.
That's good, man. Let's hear from the brother.
Is porn a public health crisis?
I hope not. I might have something.
Jeff Bezos is blackmailed.
Ah, man, that's a sad state of affairs.
LeVar called out Magic Johnson. DeAndre Francois and Kareem Hunt is back. All that and more right now. This is MRA podcast with Kyle and Kamal. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
And we are saving relationships one listener at a time. I got a date. I'll be at the Comedy Store this Saturday, February 16th, 7:30 in the Belly Room for the Bitch Show. That's what it's called. And it's a pretty hot show, man. You got any shows coming up?
I think I'm at an open mic this Thursday.
Oh, okay, good, man. That's good. How was the return to comedy going?
Ah, man, not too good, man. Not too good, but I'm learning.
You learning?
Yeah.
What are you learning?
I'm learning, man. I just gotta see. I'm really arrogant in my writing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think my punchlines and my topics are so cold, but I still gotta just go back to the basics and like have a good, good setup, a good premise.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm lacking. I'm thinking basically this punchline to get you.
It's gonna get you.
And it's like, yeah, man. No matter how cold the punchline is, you still need to go by the rules and follow the proper procedures of joke telling and stuff like that, and have a good setup and all of that. So I've been lacking on my setups.
You know what I'm enjoying right now is I've been watching a lot of multi-camera sitcoms.
Multi-camera, the old school joints?
Yeah, man. Frasier.
Oh.
Yeah, just for the jokes, man. And it's just so funny, man. I just, when you love jokes the way we do, we love comedy. It's cool to watch the old school, man, because you say, oh, man, these guys it's joke heavy, man.
Oh, yeah. The prior to Frasier, the Cheers, those years after, for me, after Rebecca got there.
Is that got better or worse?
To me, it's got way better.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It wasn't so much. I think, before she got there with the other chick, man, it was like a love story.
Oh, yeah.
With Diane.
Diane. You don't like the love story.
No, I just straight up and down silliness.
Yeah.
And that's what it became.
When Rebecca got there.
So
you got to watch the Cheers Rebecca years.
Oh, my gosh. It's just silly, man. And I like silliness. I like just good, jokes, and then if the characters are developed, this guy's gonna say this, she's gonna say that. Yeah.
You can always predict what Carla's gonna say.
Yeah,
I love it. Hey guys, I want to take this time to ask you to subscribe to The World According to Cheryl. That is Cheryl Underwood's podcast. It's hilarious, and I'm on it. Dan Gaspry responded, Kamal.
Yeah, you know what? He was getting raked across the coals, man.
Absolutely.
So he decided to, hey, man, let me get my side of the story.
Yeah, let me go to the Today Show because Al Roker's the homie.
Yeah.
And, they talked about it. And did you see what he said?
I did not.
Well, basically, man, it just felt like a bunch of excuses to me. It just felt like he was saying, hey, man, you guys don't know what I'm going through. You don't know the hard work I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. He talked about, I guess, he said, before I forget, love, hope, health, and acceptance are fighting against Alzheimer's. I guess they wrote that together. Mm-hmm. And B. Smith said, she and I talked about what she wanted. She said, if she were incapacitated, she wanted me to care for her, but to also have my own life.
Yeah.
Not buying it?
She might have said it.
Yeah.
She might have said it. She might not have said it as B. Smith. You know what I'm saying? She might have, I'm saying? She might have been like, in her mind, 12-year-old B. Smith and this dude was her brother, or like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. But I'll say this. Mm-hmm. If they have a miracle cure for Alzheimer's.
Hilarious.
And she snaps out of it and she sees that dude with that white chick. Mm-hmm. What? But you said,
nah, I ain't say that shit. Nah, you knew good and well.
You know what I meant.
Let me tell you where I think he messed up, man.
What's up?
This is fellas.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'll say what he messed up from the get go is
Is.
he put it out there in
That's
the first
where he
place.
messed up.
Yeah, okay.
That's where he messed up.
Yeah.
Trying to get the approval of the world. You got to learn that, dog. You can't, if you're doing something that the world don't like, you're wasting your time trying to get the world to approve of it.
Yeah.
Just don't. I mean, you're wasting your time. You want to get on your soapbox. It's narcissism, man. It's your ego that says, I want people to understand it. The only people that need to understand are the people that understand it. His daughter, who supports her dad's new relationship, she clacked back at the haters. She said, you pretend to care about her, but you have not picked up the phone. I love that.
All the homegirls.
All the haters. Oh,
Yeah,
all the homegirls are
yeah.
furious.
Yeah.
She was my friend. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I ain't seen you or heard from you.
Right. Like basically, Pops is the one every single day.
Yeah.
And it's a struggle, man. I told you guys about my grandmother.
Yeah.
You know, she had to move in with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had to, sell her house to get some, to get money.
Yeah.
To care for her. But right now, man, honestly, man, if you see my mom or my father, my grandmother's with them.
All the time.
All the time. They on their anniversary, they went to Vegas. They have to buy 3 tickets.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And my mom's got to get dressed and get her mother dressed. You know, it is a constant struggle. They don't got like this Gatsby B. Scott money.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So my point is Gatsby probably can use some help. I mean, probably could have used some help.
Absolutely.
Back in the day when they would
Yeah.
start, hey man, you come sit with my wife for a little bit where I can go over here and and if the daughter's saying nobody called.
Yeah. But let me tell you what this is. This is an affair. All right. I just want to make it clear. The girl, the other woman, her dad had Alzheimer's. So this happens in affairs a lot. I know because I've had them. You have this common thing that you bond over. Then you start seeing other things you have in common. And the next thing you know, you fall in love. It's intimate. What I'm saying is, I don't like when people try to justify it. Don't try to act like it is what it is. It's what it is. And I'm okay with it. I understand. I understand that, sometimes you ain't getting what you need from this partner and you want to look outside and you don't want to throw away what you got. To me, that's what it is. You don't want to throw this away, but you still want to selfishly meet your needs. And I don't have a problem with that. I understand that.
Well, yeah, I'll say this. Because like I said last week, the dude doesn't have any companionship anymore.
Oh, yeah, it happens.
Right.
That's what happens when you get married.
And honestly, man, this is going to sound sick, but if he was smashing, everybody would hate him. If he was still trying to smash B. Smith to take care of his manly needs.
Hilarious.
So that would be like,
But nobody cares about a man's needs. Come on.
So my point is, they expect Gatsby to ride this one out.
Yes, that's what they expect because they don't care about his needs. They do not care about his needs.
Ride this
Society
one out,
tends to not care about a man's needs. They demonize a man's need. And we come back, I want to talk about how they're going to take it to another level by taking away one of a man's primary needs because they want to make porn a health crisis. Lord have mercy.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, Kamal.
What's up?
I finally finished my album, dog.
The one you did in 2013?
Yeah, man. I know, man.
Okay.
A long time ago, man. But I said, you know what? I'm going to finish this album. This thing is coming out. Eventually. You got to finish. You can't give up.
I can dig it. And eventually it's finally here.
Eventually it's finally arrived, man. And I was listening to it, man. This thing was funny, dude.
Okay, it's not dated. No jokes about chingy or nothing like that.
There is some dated jokes in there.
Yeah.
Like there's a reference to, it was before Michael Sam came out. Because it was like a reference to gay athletes that came out. And I was like, wow, that's dated.
Okay.
But the juxt of it is everything's good.
Bruce Jenner still.
Yeah,
Caitlyn.
He's Bruce.
He's Bruce.
I don't talk about him,
but he was Bruce.
Yeah, I used to have a Bruce Jenner joke. He was Bruce, and this when I recorded this. But it's ready, man. It's out. Okay. It's funny, man. Check it out and get it on iTunes right now. It's called "Be a Man at All Times." Kamal.
What is this world coming to?
Arizona State Republican Michelle Udall from Mesa introduced a resolution declaring that pornography is a crisis leading to a broad spectrum of individual and public health impacts. She went down the list and talked about all the ways that porn is horrible. It's a social toxin. She compared it to the cigarette industry. It destroys family, damages children, harms women. 64% of young people seek out porn. 1 in 10 who watch porn are 10 and younger. It leads to brain shrinkage. I know it leads to penis shrinkage. I didn't know it led to brain shrinkage. Increased risk of accepting rape myths. Increased chance of sexting. Child-on-child abuse, sexual abuse. Normalizes that women are sex objects. Leads to sex trafficking. And it is, I already said this part, it's just like the tobacco industry. How do you feel about it, Kamal?
Man, she brought up some great points. I don't disagree with any of the stuff she's saying as far as, you know, if they made a study, if they had a study and somebody who was watching porn and their brain shrunk, I can't disagree with that.
Can't disagree with that.
I can't disagree with the fact that it was it objectifies women. What was it?
Yeah.
You know, I can't disagree with that at all. My point is, yes, it's probably not good.
Yes.
But it's for adults. So they say like tobacco industry, man, if a grown up wants to smoke cigarettes, by all means, have at it. And they know the risks and everything like that. Go, you know, have at it. Keep it from kids. And I think the same thing. It's like, oh, 10 and younger people. Like, wait, why is a 10-year-old watching porn?
Shouldn't be watching porn if you're 10.
Shouldn't be watching porn.
I definitely was.
I wasn't at 10.
I definitely saw it. I went to a friend's house and they had it.
Yeah, I wasn't watching at 10. The thing about it, honestly, man, it does basically. Here's the thing. When you watch porn as a 14, 15, 16-year-old and you see like what's going on, chances are you will not find a 16-year-old girl who is as down as the chick on the screen.
Definitely not as experienced.
Not as experienced, not as comfortable.
Yes.
And so I think that could be like a little, you know, problematic, you know. So we're like, as guys, we're pressuring chicks into, you know, doing the things that we saw on TV.
Yeah.
And that's not fair.
It's not
because
fair.
that chick, you know what I'm saying? She's a little girl. She obviously hasn't, you know, watched the amount of porn that we have. That's not her fantasy or anything like that. She's probably only doing what she's doing because of you at that time. And you're making her, you want her to do some more Vanessa Del Rio fantasy. I think that could be a little unfair.
You just dated yourself, but go ahead.
Oh, dude, I don't watch the new stuff.
Okay.
If I'm going to watch it.
You're watching old stuff. Vanessa Del Rio.
Just because of the movies.
Okay.
Like the dialogue and stuff like that.
You like that?
Yeah, I don't really care for like just it starts off with a chick with her legs spread and just like, here, take a look at this, or this is Diamond, and they give like a little interview.
So you're the guy that likes the script.
Yeah.
I was wondering who liked the script.
Yeah.
Because I hate it.
I like it. I mean, here's the thing about it. Like, even if the script's bad, it's like, okay, that's an accountant. He's doing taxes.
Yeah, I don't need a storyline.
Yeah.
Just get to the gashing.
Yeah. I need the storyline, man.
No, thank you. Yeah, so there's a problem, Kamal.
What's up?
You said it's fantasy, and that's exactly what it is. It's not for kids, even though I could see there's some benefits to a kid watching porn. You're like, what? You can learn some techniques. I learned a lot from watching porn. I learned, you can learn a lot. I don't want to get too graphic on here, but you can learn some techniques for them by watching porn. You can learn some techniques to pleasure a woman by watching porn, but you can also learn a lot of violence, sexual violence. There's every fantasy is there in porn, which is the issue. Porn is fantasy.
Yeah. Every
young child needs to know. Nobody told me porn was fantasy. I kind of figured it out.
She wasn't down for that.
It just took one pass with a real woman, a real young lady to realize, oh yeah, these girls don't really talk like that. The problem I have though with this is you talked about, pressuring the chicks. Man, I need to know what else shrinks the brain. Because for all you know, man, porn is fantasy, right? Mm-hmm. Anybody mad at female fantasy? Because female fantasy is romantic comedies. Mm-hmm. That is their equivalent. Guys watch porn, women watch romantic comedies. But the difference is women who watch romantic comedies don't realize that is fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
It's just as fake.
Yeah. That guy in this movie is equally as fake as the chick in the porno.
But they don't realize that.
Yeah.
They don't realize that. So we don't want a boy pressuring a young lady from what he saw in porn.
Yeah.
But women will definitely pressure a young man from what she saw in some romantic comedy.
Oh, yeah, he's supposed to do that.
You didn't fight for me. I said I was leaving. You didn't show up at the airport to stop me.
Dude,
what?
I'm so glad like there was no such thing like dragons or make believe.
Yeah.
If they were real, you know how many motherfuckers been burnt alive trying to slay a dragon for a chick?
Yep. You saved me. Don't you love me enough?
Yeah, go out there, yes, girl, getting burnt up. Like, it's a good thing they just never existed.
In conclusion, Kamal, I think porn is dangerous in the wrong hands. I think, fellas, you got sons, you got to find a way to talk to them to make sure they know that porn is just fantasy.
But yeah, this chick lost me when she was saying it could break up relationships.
What kind?
Anything can break up relationships.
Your romantic comedies can break up relationships because they mess up your expectations.
Yeah, your job can. You know, gambling, watching sports, not enough anything.
Not enough porn can mess up your relationship.
Definitely, yeah.
Because now he's just sitting there backed up.
Yeah.
His wife don't feel like it. He has no help in getting relieved.
Don't blame porn for
Please don't.
bad relationships.
Don't. That's not.
No.
Can I have your attention, please? We are trying to start a movement. You heard that right. We're starting a movement. We're doing something different here at the MRA podcast. We vibing with y'all. You know what I'm saying, fellas? You know what I'm saying, ladies? It ain't just fellas that listen to the show. Matter of fact, it's majority women, but it's all good. I know you know somebody that fits with what we trying to do over here. So all we need you to do is send it to them. Tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? That somebody know how we get down here at the MRA show. It's really called the podcast, but I just wanted to rhyme no and show. Jeff Bezos is allegedly being extorted. Come out. Blackmailed, African-American male. The Inquirer allegedly sent him, because I guess he owns the Washington Post.
Washington Post, they go ham
hard
on Trump.
Yes, they do.
They go ham on Trump. Trump hates it, and so Trump hates everything Jeff Bezos. He goes against Amazon,
yes,
Washington Post, whatever.
Yes,
you know, he just doesn't
fake news.
Yeah, mm-hmm. So he's basically an enemy of Jeff Bezos,
mm-hmm,
the president of the United States.
And there's some international stories that the Washington Post has reported on, and this company, AMI, I think is what they're called, they allegedly want Mr. Bezos to recant, to take those stories back, to basically produce fake news, to say, hey, we don't really know if this really happened.
See, AMI, the CEO or the president, whatever he is, the boss,
mm-hmm,
is named David Pecker.
Sure.
He's a really good friend of Donald Trump's.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, this is Trump's boy,
mm-hmm,
looking out for his boy.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah,
that's what this is.
Basically. And so they're saying, hey, man, we need you to basically say this stuff isn't true.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't, here's what we're going to release, because we have these pictures. And we're going to give you guys, our audience of the MRA podcast, a list of what he is being extorted. Now, Jeff Bezos took to his own blog and told everybody, hey, this is what they're threatening me with. Because normally he alleges this company shakes people down and they don't have the guts or the nuts to stand up, and they don't have the dough. Bezos was like, I don't care. I'm about to tell y'all what they said they're going to show you.
Mm-hmm.
So here it is. Use your imagination. Speaking of porn, Mr. Bezos' face selfie what appears to be at a business meeting. So he's taking a business meeting at a business meeting. Miss Sanchez, we talked about her. Her response was a photograph of her smoking a cigar in what appears to be a simulated oral sex scene. I wonder if she saw that in porn. A shirtless Mr. Bezos holding his phone with his left hand while wearing his wedding ring. Ooh. He's wearing either tight black cargo shorts or pants, and his semi-erect manhood is penetrating the zipper of said garment. So he sent her a picture half chubbed. Mm-hmm. That's how you got to do it. You got to slap him, wake him up before it's time for his picture. A full-length body selfie of Mr. Bezos wearing just a pair of tight black boxer briefs. By the way, notice a lot of naked selfies here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Notice he's getting response from the girl for her naked selfies.
Right.
A lot of times people don't realize guys ain't just sending naked selfies out the blue. They work sometimes.
Yeah.
Big-
Well, I mean, this isn't like just this ain't a fishing expedition.
No, it's not.
He's not just like, hey, check this out. What do you think?
Fellas.
No, he's out.
Don't do a fishing expedition. It's not always bad when you see naked selfie, but let her initiate the naked selfie, please. Yeah. Where are we? Miss selfie of him fully clothed. Got it. All right, naked selfie. You get the point. Miss Sanchez wearing a plunging red neckline dress, revealing her cleavage and a glimpse of her nether region. What is her nether region?
Think it's the good stuff.
The vag.
Yeah.
Mrs. Sanchez wearing, we get the point. Wearing a two-piece red bikini with gold detailed dress revealing her cleavage. These are weak. These are weak selfies, man. She ain't sent nothing. He sent his penis head. I got no twat shots in here. The hell, man, nothing. Just cleavage. Don't you? I don't know if you ever been in the naked selfie game come out, but you hate when you send a good one, and you get back some bullshit like some cleavage.
I have never.
You missed out.
I've never sent.
I have. Get back some bullshit in return. Like what?
Nah.
I just gave you the golden ticket.
Yeah, I've never done it. I mean, yeah, I guess.
That's because you ain't really been in the game in a while.
Not when cell phones, when this shit was a thing. Mm-hmm. But I don't, honestly, man, I am scary.
Okay.
And this is the shit that I would worry about.
Okay.
So I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah. Somebody finding out. Who do you think leaked this, dude?
They say basically Sanchez's sister's boyfriend or something like that. It's like the boyfriend of like some in-law. I don't know if it's the wife or Sanchez, but somebody was looking to get paid, man.
Wow, how does she get him? How did that person get him?
That I don't know. That I don't know. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing about it, man. Inquirer is really, really scandalous in this one. They're trying to, on a couple of these shots, these descriptions, they talk about wearing his wedding ring, to try to shame him. Like, dude, you doing this?
Why
and you were married.
Don't forget you was married.
And so one thing that people don't understand.
What's that?
They don't know Bezos' conversation he had with his wife.
Well, just like B. Smith.
Right.
You don't know that.
They don't know.
But you can assume. They
assume, like, if this gets out, this will ruin your marriage. Like, dude, I talked to her a year ago. We good.
Had already been separated.
Yeah. You don't even.
I just kept wearing the ring.
Yeah.
I was wearing the ring when I was separated.
Yeah.
It was hard to take it off.
Yeah. And so it's like, you just don't know, man. I think, honestly, man, this is definitely foul of the Inquirer. And I'm glad Bezos is exposing this type of stuff, because I'm sure a lot of this happens
all the time.
Mm-hmm. And he's basically the richest man in the world. He's like, I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah, I'll be all right. And y'all already know I cheated on my wife, so
right, you already know that. And the chick I was sexting with, that's my girl.
My girl.
I'm with her,
and she doesn't really show a twat.
Yeah,
so it's not like it's gonna, she
nipples. Even if she did it, that's my girl. Not like with the guy, like this guy, Anthony Weiner, was propositioning chicks.
Yeah.
He was sending dick pics to like people who didn't even know him.
Yeah, that's the worst.
And then he was sliding up in like 13, 14-year-old girls' DMs and stuff like that. Basically, on a fishing expedition. That's why he's locked up.
Yeah.
Bezos.
He's locked up?
I think, he's locked up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But I think Bezos is like already had got off the phone with her.
Yeah.
So it's not a fishing expedition. He knows who it's going to. He pretty sure the response he's gonna get.
Yeah,
they're having a thing.
There's no scandalous thing here.
No,
the only thing they have scandalous is that there's a wedding ring involved. But that's already been established.
They're not breaking no news with that one.
News. So.
He's been on the red carpet with the new chick.
Yeah, he's like, not.
Only thing you might get him is a picture of his swipe.
Yeah, but come on, man.
He's the richest man in the world.
I think
no matter
right.
the size of it, whoever he's with.
Right. Yeah.
It's the biggest.
It's the biggest. It's the best one. I tell you that one. It better be the biggest, but it's the best.
But she gonna act like it's the biggest.
You better believe she ain't going nowhere if it's the biggest.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Now it's time for the lesson of the day. What can the fellas learn from this, Kamal?
Well, as far as like the sexting and the dick pics, man, like, don't send nothing that you're going to be embarrassed about. Boom. If you're down with it, like you don't care, you ain't no shame in your game.
Yeah, you really cool.
Yeah. But if it's like, man, for your eyes only, delete this immediately. I don't want nobody else to see. then don't send it.
Also, don't send your face in the penis pic. And also send the penis pic from a down angle. I had to learn that the hard way. Don't send it from the top. Send it from head back. Hey, what's up, man? I just had to take a time away from the podcast to let you know. If you want an MRA hat, you can get you one. You know why? Because we got them for sale. 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 You can get you one in red, blue, black, whatever you want. Just go to the website, themrapodcast.com. That is themrapodcast.com and get you one. Good. LeVar Ball is back. You don't like him, huh?
I don't like the public persona of LeVar Ball. He might be cool as hell.
Yeah.
Without the cameras, but without the microphones, but what he's portraying in public, I don't like him at all. Not at all.
You don't like it. Well, he's back, and he talked about his son. He talked about his son's coach. He talked about Magic Johnson, who's pretty much the boss of the Lakers. Mm-hmm. And he basically said he doesn't like Magic Johnson. He said he basically made it sound like Magic promised that he'd give his son a shot, and he didn't. His other son, because LeVar has 3 sons, and his goal was to have all 3 sons play for the Lakers. And that's not going to happen. Why? Well, his oldest son made it to the NBA. His second son played for UCLA. He was the one that wasn't that good. He was the one that was the one that you were going to need to show some mercy for. His third son is the shooter. LeVar, all right, his oldest son is the passer. Second son, he's kind of like the guy that he's a little thicker.
Yeah, he's the shooter.
The second was the shooter,
and the third one is like the athlete, just he can shoot, point
Flash,
guard. Yeah, he's supposed to be the best one.
Yes.
Combination of the two.
Yes. So basically, the second son, when he was at UCLA, stole some sunglasses from the Louis Vuitton store. Sunglasses that his brother could have easily bought him.
Yeah, overseas in
China.
China.
Embarrassing. President Trump had to get him out of China because they was like, you ain't going nowhere.
Well, Trump didn't do it, but
whatever. Trump made the call. He didn't make the call.
They said they were already done.
No, whatever. He made a call though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. We had the reason why I brought it up is because it wasn't a big deal. It was a big deal. It wasn't like, that's okay.
Oh, they was facing some time.
Yeah.
Yeah. China don't play that.
No, that's the point. China, he made an international incident. It's embarrassing. He embarrassed the Bruins. I've never heard of a college playing a preseason game in another country. He embarrassed UCLA. He embarrassed his family. He embarrassed the country, whatever. So that's the second son.
America.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, dog. I wish he wasn't. It was embarrassing. Let me just say it like that. It was embarrassing. And then the third son, he took him out of high school, and I think they went to Lithuania.
Yeah, well, because the older son, he pulled him out of UCLA because after that international incident, they were going to suspend him indefinitely. Mm-hmm. Pops didn't like that because his goal was 1 year at UCLA, then on to the pros. Well, if you suspend him indefinitely, you're not giving him a timetable when he's coming back. He might not play the rest of the year, or not enough games to get looked at.
Yeah.
And so he decided to pull his son from the school to keep with his timetable.
His timetable, his goal.
And so he basically signed his son with some Lithuanian professional team. Mm-hmm. And he took the younger one because the new coach of the high school where the younger one was playing told the younger son, I guess because the other coach, the previous coach, used to let him shoot a lot.
Yeah.
So, well, you're not going to be shooting 30 times a game now that I'm here.
Yeah.
Pops didn't like that. Pulled the son from high school and put them both in this Lithuanian league.
So there's a pattern with the dad.
Yeah, definitely.
And I could see why the Lakers would not. Why would you want all 3 sons in your team? If you got all 3 of LeVar's sons on your team, that means he now controls your team. And if he doesn't like your coach,
1/5 of them.
1/5 of what?
Of the team.
Yeah, well, 3/5.
No, if it's 15, they don't. They'll total team, not the suit up team, but
total team is 15. But I'm saying if his 3 sons are starting, which is what he wants. If his 3 sons are starting, well, you know what that means.
Oh, that's crazy to actually getting them like the starting lineup.
That's what he wants.
Yeah,
if they're not in the starting lineup, you don't think he's going to hear about it? The coach?
That's crazy.
He's like, look, if you let my 3 sons play together, then my 3 sons are going to ball out and you're going to win. And he doesn't like Luke Walton because of the way he plays his son.
Right.
And so the problem is, well, let me tell you what my take on this is, man. LeVar Ball messed up. He did the impossible. He got his oldest son on the Lakers. You know how hard it was to do that, man? The Lakers they had to win a lottery to pick him. He had to convince the Lakers to take his son.
He had to convince the the Sixers not to take his son.
Yeah, it was a lot. Like, first he had to get his son to UCLA. Then his son had to ball at UCLA. Then he had to put this media machine together to make the Lakers want his son. Mm-hmm. And then they didn't get the first pick, so then he had to talk the first pick out of not taking your son. Yeah. And then the Lakers had to get lucky to get the draft pick out of a lottery machine to be able to be in position to take your son. And then it all worked out. Mm-hmm. That was the impossible thing.
He kind of talked him into, I don't know if he talked him into it, but basically trading D'Angelo Russell, they already had a point guard, a young point guard.
Yeah. So got rid of D'Angelo Russell for your son.
Mm-hmm.
D'Angelo Russell is now an all-star. I didn't like him anyway. We talked about the MRA television show about how he sold out Nick Wright, but that's a whole other story. Nick Young, that's a whole other story. The point, Nick Wright is the commentator guy. So Nick Young. So the point being, I'm not happy with it, man, because LeVar, he did the hardest part. He got his son on the Lakers. He messed up on the easy part. Don't let your son steal from UCLA, and if he does, let him pay his consequence and get through UCLA. Getting through UCLA shouldn't be as hard as somehow getting your son on the Lakers. And letting your youngest son finish high school shouldn't be as hard as somehow getting your son on the Lakers.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing about it, man. As a father.
Yeah.
And you have sons. I have sons. My youngest son, I coach his team. I
didn't know that.
Yeah, I coach his team. And I coached my older son's team until, he got, out of like the little league peewee joints.
Yeah.
And so when now he's in high school. He's playing high school ball.
Look at that.
Right. But he doesn't get that much burn.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So out of like 9 people on the team, my son's going to get the least amount of time. And when he gets in, he's got the shortest leash. Mm. They can all mess up.
I've been there.
Yeah. They can all mess up.
Yeah, I've been there.
My son has to play a flawless game just to get 5 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anything he does wrong.
Oh, yeah. I've been there.
He's getting yanked. Right. And it kills me. And I truly believe this. I know more about the game than his current coach.
Of course.
I see it. I watch the games like, they should be doing this. But I will be damned if I go up to that coach and complain.
No way.
About his system and how my son is not getting utilized.
What if your son was a baller, though? Would you complain more because you felt like you had a little more leverage?
No, I don't. I used to coach middle school level, but still, I coach basketball, right? And so I don't want to hear from a parent.
Oh my God, no.
Telling me how to run my system, about how their kid should be doing all of this, where you're not at every practice.
No, you're not. That's the biggest problem. But go ahead.
And no matter what you believe, now some coaches are just blind or dumb. They're clueless and stuff like that. So I'm not saying every coach knows best.
Most coaches aren't that good.
Yeah. And so,
but they're putting in the time.
Yeah. And so, man, just as a parent, I said, no, man.
Yeah.
You don't cross over to like the sidelines. And he basically has this big platform. He's doing it in the media.
Yeah, that's why
he's doing it in the media. Yeah, man. And so here's the thing. This is what happened, Kyle.
What happened?
This is what happened.
What happened?
Magic promised him whatever because he thought his older son, was going to be this great what is it called?
Transitional player.
Yeah. But when he saw his son play, and he said, he's not that good. He's not this franchise player. He's not this generational player that I thought he was. But my other son, we don't really make, we make those, like LeBron's boys can fly on the team plane and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, but Rodney Hood's boys couldn't fly.
No.
So it's like, I'll get your son in. I'll get your son in if your son's that guy. Like Seth Curry.
Yeah.
Steph Curry can get Seth Curry a tryout.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He can do that. JaVale McGee can't get, so Patrell McGee.
Patrell.
Whatever.
So you're saying if his boy would balled out, Magic would be more inclined to take a chance on a lesser talented son.
Right.
Yeah. So your son ain't even we know he's not as good as this guy. And what I've seen from this guy, why would I want to deal with the other guy?
They brought in LeBron James, who pretty much handles the ball.
Yeah.
And Rajon Rondo, another point guard.
Yeah.
They felt his son can't get it done. Well, I'm saying he thinks because they was balling up in high school, that's going to translate to NBA success.
Sometimes it
if
does.
That's the case,
Yeah.
then everybody who won a state title in high school just needs to bring that same 5 to the NBA.
That's true. That's true.
And that's all you need.
You're right.
I won in high school. Like, homie, this is told everybody.
People peak at different times in their life.
Right. So he's delusional. And, you know, fellas, don't be that crazy father just trying to get your son on.
Being a father is important, Kamal. And when we come back, we got to talk about somebody who really needs a daddy in his life right now.
Okay.
His name is DeAndre Francis or Francois.
Francois.
Ooh. Hey, come on, we got listeners all over the world now, man.
Yep.
And I was wondering, man, I wonder what the people do while they're listening to our show. I know we got a guy in the Navy who's in Spain. He listens. We got a lady that drives a Lyft. She listens while she's driving her Lyft and has her customers listen too, which is absolutely hilarious. Cat in Brooklyn listens while he delivers some fish. Okay. We want to know from other people, man, how do you listen to our show? What are you doing? Hit us up on the social media. I'm at Kyle Irby.
I am at Angry Kamal.
And let us know what you're doing when you listen to our show. Kamal, what are you doing when you listen to the show?
Man, I'm usually chilling, man. I take the train to get my son from school.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, man. So I get the headphones on and I listen to it front and back. The problem is I'm coming back. He wants to talk. I'm trying to listen. So I have to, try to act like I'm paying attention to him. I'm really listening to my words of wisdom.
That's good, man. Yeah. Pretend like you're listening to your son while you're listening to the podcast. That's one way to do it. I usually listen to while I'm cleaning the house, man. I pick... Well, go ahead.
Domestic work?
Yeah, man. Oh, come on, dude. I wish I didn't have domestic work, but yeah, man. I usually listen to if I'm washing the dishes or folding laundry. I listen to any kind of thing that I don't have to think.
Yeah,
and I just get to listen. But I want to know what are the people listening? What are y'all doing? Let us know. DeAndre Francois got himself in a little bit of trouble. Kamal Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, man.
Him and his lady got into it.
Mm-hmm.
He allegedly called the police on his lady, said his lady was breaking stuff, said his lady, cut herself with some kind of vase that she broke. Then his lady allegedly, well, this ain't allegedly, on her Instagram, somebody took her Instagram and said that he was abusing her. And when his coach, DeAndre Francois' coach, Willie Taggart from Florida State, got wind of that, DeAndre Francois was booted off the team. After that came out, his lady allegedly came back again and said, "Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't really mean that he was hitting me. I just kind of said that so he'd get in trouble. I don't really want him to get in trouble. Sorry about that." But then it wasn't over yet. Because, this was exactly what she said. She said, the video was old and it was to scare him, not to ruin anything he had going for himself. If it was serious, I would have took legal action instead of making the Instagram post. Love can make you do some crazy things, and I'm sorry for leading people to believe that he was hitting me along with all the trouble I have caused. But it's not over yet, because then the lady's name is Diamond. Her sister said that apology was fake. First and foremost, we would like to humbly and sincerely thank you all for every single person who's reached out, supported us, and said a prayer during this difficult time. At this time, we have been advised not to speak on this matter, but we've been informed that my sister's Instagram, and whatever her Instagram is, has been hacked. It is an unfortunate event, but we are handling this as quickly as possible. Thank you all for your stories that you have shared with my sister. They have lifted her spirits and made her feel that you are on this journey with her. We stand with you, and by Diamond is her name. Please respect our family's privacy at this moment. Kamal, I think the problem I'm having with this is I don't want my personal feelings to get involved. Because I can't stand when people say my Instagram was hacked.
Chances usually they come out that they really weren't. Instagram is like, dude, it looks bad on Instagram.
Yeah.
How many of these accounts keep getting hacked?
They're not getting hacked. I don't think they're getting hacked. No. Of course, I might need that one day to say my account was hacked. But what I think her sister said was, look, we have a legal team. And our legal team was like, hey, man, why did you admit for that? Mm-hmm. So her sister came out and said, that didn't really happen. Her account was hacked. Where's Diamond? Was Diamond the one? So Diamond was the one that said it, but Diamond wasn't the one. It just smells like some bullshit to me, man.
Yeah, like Diamond's not the one saying her stuff was hacked.
No.
The sister.
And that protects Diamond in a way. Mm-hmm. But it all bothers me because even when Diamond spoke to the police, she allegedly said she didn't want him to get in trouble. She just wanted him to be scared. I want the police to speak to him in order to scare him a little. Huh? What are you talking about? You're pregnant getting beat up? You don't want to be in trouble for that?
Yeah, see, the thing about it is, it's hard for you to cash in on the child support when the guy ain't in the NFL.
Very hard.
Very, very difficult.
How you gonna gold dig when there's no gold?
Yeah.
There's no diamond.
You do this shit after the draft.
You wait till he gets drafted and somebody slapped her upside the head. And I don't mean in a domestic way. I mean in a brother-sister way. Like, bitch, what the fuck is your problem?
Yeah.
How you gonna gold dig if he ain't got no gold?
Yeah. I think she realized that. And then the sister and the legal team realized, well, can't go back now.
You've already done it.
We got to write this out. Maybe we get some cash out of Florida State.
Maybe. Something.
Something.
Yeah. Because it happened on their campus.
Yeah, it happened on their campus. And I don't want to make light of this stuff, man, because cats actually are abusive.
Absolutely.
And
football players tend to be.
Yeah, some dudes, and we're going to talk about an abusive cat next. So, but some people are. So I don't want to act like I'm just like dismissing domestic abuse. 'Cause I'm really not.
No.
However, this stuff like this, where it just clouds everyone's judgment and stuff like that, it like kind of it ruins it.
Yeah.
For when there's real domestic abuse, man.
Yes.
When there's real domestic abuse, like the lady said, she just wanted to scare him. Maybe he was arguing. Maybe he was demonstrative. He's waving his arms around and pointing in her face and stuff like that.
Yes.
Shouldn't be doing that.
No.
But his football career,
in order to scare him.
Yeah.
That's a power move.
Yeah. Football career, he can't play anymore.
One of the things that bothers me about the Me Too movement is the whole thing is, look, these women have been damaged. These women have been disrespected. These women have felt powerless. Mm-hmm. And so when you give a person who's felt powerless new power, it's like, oh, look at that. I push this button, this happens. Like when kids one day figured out back in the 80s, ooh, if I call the police, my mom's going to jail. Mm-hmm. Look at that, mom. Better not lay a hand on me. I'll call the police. Yeah. I'll say you hit me. Or when kids realized that the teachers had no more power. So they started talking shit to the teachers because they said, well, you'll never touch me. Uh-huh. That's why I celebrated when I saw that teacher beating the shit out that kid on that video.
Yo,
thank you.
I know somebody who called the police on their pops.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And they had to go to a shelter.
She had to go to a shelter. Stop it. She had to go to a shelter, nigga. Don't even try it. I know. See, fuck that. You know how I knew? Because that's some vaginal shit, dog. Ain't no way it was a dude.
She had to go to a shelter.
Exactly.
And she was like, what have I done?
Exactly. Now, how did I know? I don't even know this person.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know this person. I've never heard this story. I literally took a gamble on a joke to say it was a she. I know it was a she. Nigga, please.
And basically, the parents had to spend money for a lawyer and all this stuff. It was like, are you happy?
Yeah.
And so obviously, like this Diamond woman is a grown up, but it's like ruining.
She's not
everything.
Thinking. She just knows that
happy?
She was.
Yeah. When he got kicked out of school, she was like, damn. He was like,
oops. Bitch, I told you this shit is real.
What you thought? Like, what did you think?
Oh, you know what she thought?
What?
Why the fuck ain't you calling me back? I'm pregnant. That means you have to call me back because I got your baby.
No, I'm saying when she got in contact with the police, what was she thinking? They were going to be like,
she snapped in her mind because she felt like I'm pregnant. You know how many times I've heard that phrase? I'm pregnant. That means you got to answer my phone call right now. No, I don't. Okay. Is the baby on the way? Because I don't really want to talk right now. I'm pregnant. Don't make me angry. It could affect the baby. Oh, God.
Hey, dude, my ex-wife. One day, I was working. It was the middle teaching, like 1 o'clock or something like that. Like, there's no confusion.
There's no confusion. I'm not available
I'm in
from
class.
8 to 3. We know this.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it. It's 1 o'clock.
She
What is the problem?
calls me.
Of course.
And obviously, I'm thinking,
Oh, shit.
what's going on? I answer the phone, and she's like, you busy? Yes. Like, what? Oh, nothing. The baby did something funny to me. Funny, I just wanted to share with you. The baby's in her stomach. Mm-hmm. She called me to share that the baby did something funny. I don't know what he could have done that was funny.
Well, he is funny now. He's in high school. He's hilarious.
But in her stomach, he kicked at her, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's like, what?
She felt alone that day.
Why are you calling me?
She felt alone that day, homie.
And I was on like eggshells because I really wanted to be, what the fuck are you doing calling me?
Yeah.
I'm thinking this is the murder, my heart's racing.
Nope, no emergency. No, just kind of felt like I had the right to call because I'm pregnant.
Because I'm pregnant.
Yeah. And that's what happened with this, man. The lady, I don't know what she did. I don't know if he really put hands on her. If he did, man, fuck that dude, man. You're not supposed to beat up your girl, especially if she's pregnant, dog. Come on, bro. You ain't supposed to do that. And if he did it, but it doesn't look good on the girl, man. I'm sorry. In the fact that he was smart enough to call the police. It's on record. And said that she was screaming and acting crazy and throwing shit.
And because of the Me Too movement, the coach has to do some stuff that he probably, because there was a witness. It was his roommate, and it was an ex football player.
That doesn't make him too credible of a witness, but it's still a witness.
Well, my point is that the ex football player might know the coach. The coach like, dude, hey, for real, man, tell him.
Did it happen? And the dude can tell you, man, he didn't hit her, man.
Yeah, coach, for real, man.
Don't even matter.
Yeah.
Don't even matter.
You got to go. Sorry, kid, because of the PR hit. I can't take the PR hit.
Well, speaking of the PR hit, the Cleveland Browns are going to take a PR hit. Major PR hit. But luckily for them, they're the Cleveland Browns, and nobody gives a damn about the Cleveland Browns. We'll talk about it in a second. Are you yelling at your radio right now? You know, what the hell you saying? You wrong, Kyle.
You wrong, Kamal.
Yeah. Or right. That's what I'm talking about.
Word.
Yeah. Hey, then tweet us. Stop what you're doing unless you're driving. Stop what you're doing. Hit us right now. Respond to us. Just talk to us right now.
Let us know how you feel.
I'm at Kyle Irby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Or you can hit us both at The MRA Podcast and let your voice be heard.
Yeah, man.
So we'll read it.
We might even respond.
And you just might hear it on the show.
Yeah, man. Be a celebrity for a day.
Yes, man. Just stop what you're doing. Hit us up, man. You'll get a response.
Yes, sir.
Kamal Jujwa, there was only one place Kareem Hunt could have went in the NFL.
Where's that?
The Cleveland Browns.
The Cleveland Browns.
Because he's from Ohio, and the Cleveland Browns general manager used to be the general manager of the Kansas City Chiefs, the same place that drafted him. Mm-hmm. And it's all about relationships, people. Barry Katz talks about it on his podcast all the time. It's all about relationships. And this relationship that John Dorsey, general manager of the Cleveland Browns, had with Kareem Hunt paid dividends because Kareem Hunt is getting another chance in the National Football League. For those who don't know, Kareem Hunt is the idiot that kicked the girl while she was down on tape. Not just because it was on tape, but the girl was down. You don't kick a person while she's down, let alone a girl. Are you a white woman too? Nigga, what is your problem?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised, he's back so soon.
Not me. I thought he'd be back. They had to let it die down a little bit.
I mean, he missed like the last, 5?
He missed a long time.
5 or 6 weeks.
And hey, the Kansas City Chiefs needed him too in that championship game.
Oh, yeah. They definitely needed him.
But, hey, the boy can play. That's the difference. He's in the prime. And listen, man, Joe Mixon was worse. For those who don't remember.
He knocked the chick in the club.
The girl, it was at some bar or whatever, like a Chipotle looking place. The girl was in his face. The girl swung first. Joe Mixon swung back. Makes a difference to me. I'm sorry. Joe Mixon swung back. He cleaned the clock. Not cool. He got a second chance. He's in Ohio as well. He's on the Cincinnati Bengals. But, he did that in college. He played the dumb role. I was young and dumb. Nigga, you ain't that young. Ain't that dumb. Yeah. Everybody knows you can't hit no woman. And no matter what she does.
Yeah.
Ask Bow Wow.
Ooh. Yeah, I think the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Browns are not going to take that big a hit because the Cleveland Browns they're the darlings of the NFL right now with the Baker Mayfield.
Yes.
So people want to see them. I was checking some of the comment sections. Browns fans are loving it.
Of course they are.
Browns fans are not like,
because they're gonna be
this
good.
is I don't want this. They're like, woohoo!
Hell yeah,
we can get rid of Duke Johnson now. They talking about the combination of Kareem Hunt
and Baker Mayfield
and Nick Chubb
because
they had
Hunt, Chubb, and Mayfield. That's a running attack.
Yeah, and so like the fan base, they're loving this.
Hell yeah!
And so I don't think the hit's gonna be that bad.
Better not do it again.
He can't do it again, but if he did do it again, and that man can still play.
Wait, it just depends how bad it is.
It depends on how bad it is. Everybody likes talent.
Hey, if you're enjoying the podcast, do us a favor. Tell a friend. That's it. Costs you nothing, helps us out, and gives your friends some entertainment to make that commute a little easier, or gives them some company on a workout, or while they're cleaning the house, so it helps them out, helps everyone out. All right, so please subscribe, leave a positive comment, and share. Let's get into this Dear Irby letter. Dear Irby, I'm writing you because you say on the show how much you wish you had multiple girls and they all got along. I'm living that right now. Okay, braggart.
Winning. He's stunting on this.
I know. I have 2 girlfriends. They don't get along, but they know each other. I ain't mad at you, dog. It's cool because I don't have to lie. I'm too old to be lying all the damn time. But the problem is the jealousy. Oh my God, these women are so jealous. I went on vacation with one girl and the other girl got mad. I didn't even tell her I was taking my other girl on a vacation, but she figured it out. What do you think? Should I start lying to these women to protect them from their own jealousy? Byron in Baltimore.
Well, you know me, man. I don't lie, but I don't live this lifestyle.
Yeah.
I think if you live this lifestyle, man, I think you gotta tell some lies, not live a lie.
Nice.
But you gotta tell certain lies, man, because you're dealing with these women and they're competing. It's a competition.
Mm-hmm.
It's a competition, man. Like if you're a coach and you have your starter and your backup, you don't just tell the backup, hey, man, we're not going to play you that much. Mm-hmm. You're going to tell the backup, hey, you want to get better, man. You want to get in there and tell him all the things that he can do to improve. But you know, starter is the starter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you have these 2 women, and I don't know if you feel strong, more strongly towards one than the other because you took one on the vacation. I would say you got to do both.
Yeah.
You got to take them both. You got them, because it won't end well unless, obviously you have some jealousy issues with these women. Mm-hmm. So you can't take one on vacation and expect the other one to be cool with it. Now, she didn't know, but if she knows you went on vacation, don't take a rocket scientist. Just inquire. Yeah. Did you go by yourself? Mm-hmm. Especially if you went to some shit like Aruba.
Yeah.
You don't do that by yourself, man.
Correct.
So either you take them both or, man, you got to lie. You can't have do for one and don't do for the other.
Let me say it like this, Kamal. Jealousy, first of all, is her problem, not yours. If she's jealous, she's off. And she needs to understand if she's jealous, she's the one that's tripping because she's off. When you're jealous, it's your problem. Unless somebody's trying to make you jealous. It's still your problem. Jealousy is something you have to deal with. It's a lie that you're being told. But you can help her with her jealousy, especially if you are supposed to be the leader of these 2. You need to help her with her jealousy. Let me tell you how you messed up. You say you didn't lie to her, right? But you made sure she didn't find out. Well, damn it, that's just like lying. You can't half-ass this shit. You fucked up, man. You fucked up because you kind of lied to her. And you try to be sneaky. The purpose of having 2 girls is so that you don't have to be sneaky no more. You fucked up.
Hey, I'm kind of like feeling like funny giving this man advice when he like killing it right now. I know. But let me tell you something, man. Hey, listen, Phil Jackson wasn't the best player in the world. He was just the best coach. All right, I ain't killing it like you, but I can coach you up through it. Just because I know what the fuck I'm talking about, even if I ain't living it as dope as you. So give me some slack, Byron. Let me tell you where you fucked up, Byron. You'll agree at the end of this. If you're gonna keep it real, you got to keep it real. All right, you should have told her
that you were taking this girl on vacation. You should have let her know that her vacation was coming up as well. That's all you had to do. You have to manage their jealousy. So here's the thing about lying. If you tell a lie, you can't get caught. That's the number one rule for lies.
Yeah.
If you can get caught in any way, do not lie. Save your lies for when you need them and make sure you don't get caught. And if these girls get along, I think he said they don't get along, but they know about each other. Mm-hmm. So they don't know they're not going to talk. They know each other, but they're probably not going to talk. But maybe she might floss on her. Since they don't get along,
yeah,
you got to be careful of one flossing the other.
Social media, knowing that she's somehow it's going to get back to her.
Yeah.
You know.
So since you know that, got to be more careful with that, dog. I'm not going to tell you to start lying because nigga, you've made it. Don't turn back to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We still got to lie. You've made it. You ain't got to lie, man. I say double down on the truth and be more careful with your lady. Be more careful. If you know it can come out, then make sure you're very honest up front.
Yeah, because you don't want her to find out the way she found out. And you don't want to get interrogated and stuff like that and put the pressure because now if you like, well, where you want to go?
You should have already done it.
It should have already been.
Here's the deal. We're going on vacation and here's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Now, I got to take her out too because she's going to be mad if I don't take her.
Somebody's more understanding. One of them knows the deal.
Well, that's the one who knows gets more honesty.
Yeah.
The one who's most understanding gets the most honesty. Ladies, you decide how much honesty you get. The cooler you are, the more honesty you get. The more fucking headache you are, the more lies I got to tell you.
Right.
If you cool, I ain't got no reason to lie. I ain't got no lie to come out because he cool.
Yeah.
If this motherfucker was judgmental, I'd be like,
Yeah. So he knows which one he can say, listen, we going here, but she be tripping.
Yep.
So you know what I'm saying? Don't post this
Please
shit.
don't post.
At least let me talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Don't post it. And B, when we get back, I'm going to be gone for another fight because I got to take her somewhere.
It turns into a headache. You're like, do I really got to do this? And then you live faithful. You're like, yeah, I should have kept doing that.
Right. Honestly, man, this sounds like a chore.
It is a chore.
This one sounds like a chore. And I don't have like two girls, but I have an ex-wife and a current wife.
So it's like having two girls in a way.
I'm not.
But you got to balance it.
Yeah. And so.
Your point guard, you got to make sure everybody gets their shots.
They don't get along and stuff like that. Now, obviously, I'm aligned to the wife and not the ex-wife, but still, the ex-wife and I share a kid and all that
which
stuff.
Means she has certain kinds of leverage and you got to keep her happy.
Yeah. And so just like, I don't feel like beefing with her. So I got to tell her shit or lie or just. She's the one who's the least understanding.
Exactly.
And so she gets
the most lies.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, y'all? If you like this show, you want to help us offset some of these costs, man, you feeling the need to donate, then do just that. Go to www.patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA Podcast. That is the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal, and you can find us at Patreon. Or you can catch us in the street and just be like, hey, man, I love y'all. I want to bless you with some cash and put some dollars in our pocket. You can do that. Or you can hit us on Venmo, find our names and just, bless us with dough on Venmo. Or you could pray for us. Do that too. But we prefer cash. If you guys have a Dear Irby letter, send us an email at dearirby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearirby@themrapodcast.com. Where can we find you?
Man, at the Twitter at Angry Kamal.
Pops update coming soon?
Yeah, I think we're shooting this week, man.
Dope.
Yeah.
You can find me at Kyle Irby, KYLEERBY. Go to my website, and that is KyleIrby.com. Also, the MRApodcast.com. And you can find us at the MRA Podcast. Ladies, I love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
MRA.
You two always tell me exactly what I need to hear. That is my favorite podcast.